Hey, this is Rama from Creations Landscape Designs and the Orphan Landscapes blog. In this video, I wanted to talk to you about preparing to meet with a designer and what to expect. But before I do that, I make videos about drought-tolerant plants, California native plants, sustainability, and anything and everything in between. So if you'd like to get more of that content in your feed, then hit the red subscribe button. Alright, let's do this. First off, let's talk about where to find your ideal designer. Offline, you can go to different nurseries where some designers and contractors will be allowed to display their business card on a wall amongst other design professionals. Or you could go to your neighbors. If you've got a house in your neighborhood where the design looks really nice and you like it, knock on the person's door. Hey, so who designed and who installed the garden? Or sometimes some coffee shops will let professionals display their business cards. Now, online, there are 3 places that I highly recommend you go to. The first is Google. And Google is always going to be your very best friend in the design world. The second is Yelp. And the third is a website called Houzz, HOUZZ.com. Now, the thing with Houzz is, on the one spectrum, it's similar to Pinterest, in which you can make idea books, is what they call it. And in those idea books, you could put in, pin, save, images that you like specific to garden design, interior design, etc. And it's primarily for the purpose of renovating your home. And also through that site, you can get information about different design professionals. Now, I will give one caveat about Houzz, in that it's like a rabbit hole. Once you start using it and you get addicted to it, all of a sudden a couple of hours go by and you're like, whoa, oh my God, what happened to the time? Okay, so let's say you've grabbed a stack of 5 to 10 design business cards, or virtually done it however you did it. Now what? Well, now this is where Google becomes your very best friend. What I recommend you do is, with every design professional, Google them. Google the owner, Google the company. Do they have a business website? Do they have a YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook page, whatever social media platform? Because if they do, which every design professional should, it's a way for you then to get a first-hand look at what it is they do. They should have a business website that is transparent about the services they provide. They should have somewhere on social media, on some social media platform, a portfolio sampling of the work that they do. I, as you're watching this, have a YouTube channel. I document my business, how I work with my clients, how my projects are being installed, because I want the prospective customer to know. And also, you want to be able to read their Google reviews or their Yelp reviews or whatever reviews they have publicly. Because you want to make sure that this person has mostly positive reviews. Of course, there's always going to be that one person that's going to be unhappy, and you can't change that, and you can't work to it, or you just got to work around that. But, however, being able to read the reviews and understand what it is that other customers have had in terms of experience is going to be key to you deciding if you want to work with that person or not. But also, the other thing is, if this is, let's say, a person that was referred to you by someone else, ask that person, hey, so how was your experience with this person? Did you enjoy working with this person? Okay, so let's say you took the stack, whether that be a physical stack or a digital stack, of designers that you wanted to work with, and you narrowed it down to, say, the top 3. And you made an appointment with each designer, and they're going to come out. Some designers might charge to come out. Some might just give you an hour-long complimentary consultation. Regardless, now begins the task of you, before meeting with any designer, understanding what it is you want from your space. Let's say, for example, you're renovating your front yard. Do you want a front yard that you can sit in the morning with your cup of coffee before heading off to work? Or do you want the front yard to just be where you get from the front door to the street to your car and you don't need to sit out there? Let's take your backyard, for example. Is it the kind of space where you're going to barbecue and have lots of entertainment? Or do you just want a nice space to sit and read with a book and a glass of wine at the end of the day? Be clear on what it is you want with your space and how you intend to use the space and what do you want to be the purpose of your space. Now, once you've got a general idea, then this is where you can go to Google, you can go to Houzz, you can go to Pinterest, and actually gather images of design styles that you like. Maybe you want to have a barbecue in your garden somewhere, and you go to Houzz and you research custom barbecues or freestanding barbecues, and you get tons of images of gardens that have barbecues, and you put and save the ones you like into the idea book. This will give a designer a general understanding of what you're looking for. If there are certain specific plants you like, if there are certain specific colors you like, make sure you make notes of these things so that the designer knows. I had a client one time that said, I don't care what the plant material is. I don't care about the specific heights of each plant and whatnot. All I want are white flowers. I don't want any other flowers but white. Hey, everyone has their thing. So you need to be able to make sure that you're clear on what it is that you want to do with your garden and have all of this information prepared. First of all, because so then you can understand, but also it makes it easier for the designer to understand. Now, the designer, when you meet, will ask you all kinds of questions and will tell you, okay, this is what I would recommend for your garden. Oh, maybe you want one thing in your garden and the designer might know of a better, least expensive alternative. So you found your ideal designers, at least 3 of them. I would say at least 3 as a minimum rule is probably fair enough. You met with each of the designers and you got 3 design quotes. Now, who do you hire? Well, you can either hire the designer that you jived and vibed with the best. You can hire the designer with the least price tag. However, I would also look at their design contract. What are they providing? Are they providing concept drawings? Are they going to take you to a nursery to look at plant material? Or if you're installing hardscape, are they going to be able to take you to a building supply place to look at different hardscape materials? Are they going to do detailed drawings that any contractor can bid off of? Is the designer going to refer contractors to you, or do you have to find your own? Is the designer going to show up on site to place the plant material or to, for example, oversee the project, like come by once a week or twice a week to make sure everything is flowing smoothly? I mean, these are all things that you need to know, and that's why a design contract is key, so you get a sense of what you're doing. Also, if you're meeting with a designer and the designer refuses to give you a design contract, run away. Here's the thing with the design contract and why I think it's really important. If I write in my design contract that I'm charging you $1,000 to do my design, then guess what? That's all I'm charging you. If I ended up spending more than that in my time, that's not your problem. That's a me problem. You pay exactly what I wrote in the contract, not a cent more.